All right, y'all. So in this video, we're making some chocolate chip cookies. So we're going to be adding in some walnuts in here. So those are off to the side. We have our ground cinnamon, some oatmeal we're going to add in there this time too. Some baking soda. You're going to need an egg, vanilla extract, brown sugar, your kind of chocolate chips that you want, and some regular sugar. And the star of the show is our lovely KitchenAid mixer. All right, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and sift our flour, baking soda together inside of here all in one. So yep, we're just going to use like a little colander here and go ahead and sift that flour on out. So sifting the flour just helps to get those big old clumps out, so you don't want your cookies to be all clumpy, so that helps this process out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our cup of butter, which is 2 sticks, okay, into here, and we're gonna go ahead and mix that up with our sugars. So that's the regular granulated cup of sugar, and also our half a cup of brown sugar. And y'all, I'm using the wrong attachment, so don't judge me right now, okay? Don't judge me. The previous video I had the right one, okay? I had the right one on, but I don't know what I was thinking, so don't judge me. It's the wrong paddle. We had to turn the speed up on this one, y'all, because again, I'm using the wrong paddle, but it's okay. We're going to make it do what it do. We're going to make it work. So we sped it up just a bit, okay? And of course, this is when we had to go in and kind of scrape the sides, which is always a good thing to do, y'all. Scrape them sides so you can get everything incorporated. And yeah, and then she had to go in and try to get everything out because again, mom used the wrong attachment. Okay, once you have that all good and mixed up, you want to go ahead and start adding the other ingredients, which is your egg and also a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once that's good and looking real nice and creamy, we're gonna go ahead and add in our flour, okay, into this process. Now, if I didn't mention, when we sifted the flour, the baking soda and the ground cinnamon was also in there. So yeah, for here, now we're just gonna go ahead and just add in gradually in the flour. Yep, she had to go in again because, of course, I'm gonna keep saying it, the wrong darn attachment. If you want to see the right attachment, you can go ahead and watch the previous video of the oatmeal raisin cookies and see which attachment I'm over here talking about, y'all, because we did this all at the same time. So yeah, you can go watch that one real quick and you can see the right attachment to be using. Okay, so this is where I took over. I'm going to just go ahead and transfer this over into a bowl so that I can actually work this out really good, because I didn't want to mess around and mess up my mixer trying to get all of this stuff. So this is where, like I said, I took over, because we're going to need a little bit of elbow grease to get this part done. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I scrape out all of this goodness out of this bowl. So let's add in our oatmeal. Okay, we have 1.5 cups there, and we're just gonna kind of like just basically fold in these oats. Okay, make sure we get those well incorporated into this cookie dough, and add in our chocolate chips. Okay, so I just put a little bit in at a time. So it's actually a full cup that I'm using, but like I said, I put a 1/2 cup in, just trying to get it folded in, and then I'll add the rest of them inside of this mixture. And if you watched the previous video, then you know, which was the oatmeal raisin video, then you know, yeah, my daughter probably couldn't have did this part right here, but that's why mama's here. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put a piece of saran wrap on this, and we're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator and chill for about an hour. Okay, so now from here, go ahead and preheat your oven to 325 degrees, which that should have already been done. But as you can see, yes, I have already been making cookies. So yeah, that's why my cookie pan look like this. Don't come from me, okay? We had just made some oatmeal raisin cookies. But this is, again, the Pampered Chef Stone Bar Pan. And as you can see, I'm just taking the dough and rolling it out and just putting it onto this bar pan. Okay, and it kind of made it a little bit easy because like I said, I had just made some oatmeal raisin cookies on here, and it left the marks on there. So I was like, oh, we'll just make them like this and separate them. And as I was going through, the dough was still a little kind of real firm, which is really good because it came out the refrigerator. So I just smashed them down just a little bit. You don't have to smash them too much, but you want to form them down into like almost like a cookie, okay, size. And yeah, that's all you have to do for the rest of this. So let's get all these cookies on here so we can get this into the oven. And when we put it into the oven, we're going to let them bake between 10 to 12 minutes. And by the way, we made 3 batches of these cookies. The last batch, I actually added in some of those walnuts because everybody in the house does not like walnuts. So I had to make a separate smaller batch for myself because I like the walnuts. Right, here's our final result of these cookies. If you enjoyed this one, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And if you have not joined the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family. See you in a pinch.